Elbo, you had Coriolis in the blender, my man. You there?
Yeah, yeah.
You had Coriolis in the blender, right?
Can you?
Yeah, you got the blender, everything's spinning. Right now I move my hand in a straight line and go across it from the center out. And the inertial frame is going to look like I went straight. But in the non-inertial frame, it's going to look curving. I would leave a curved line on the ground if I had a marker with me. If you could draw with a marker on the bottom of that, waterproof marker or something, it'd be a different line. It'd be a curving line.
I don't think you ever leave you never go inertial, man.
You go inert as soon as you change your tangential speed with the non-inertial frame, you've got inertial.
Yeah, but it's kind of different when it actually happens when I'm rotating because you don't change the speed. You just left the reference frame.
Yeah, you leave the reference frame. You leave the non-inertial reference frame into the inertial frame, and now you have Coriolis. Bro, you have picture you have your hand. Picture where the blades are. It's something you can write on in this thing, and you have your hand in the center, and you want to get to the edge. You just move your hand in a straight line, right? And the inertial frame, it's a straight line now. If you're in the non-inertial frame, though, if you were drawing with a marker or something on the ground, that'd be a curved line. Run it over with him. You talk to him.
I have it.
Yeah, if you talk to him, just run it through with him. It's just blatantly obvious you can have the Coriolis effect even if the medium you're in moves with the ground. Like you agree, you can move your hand from the center to the exterior of the blender in a straight line, right? That'd be the inertial frame. You went in a straight line. If you were drawing with a marker on the ground of the blender, it'd be a curved line, bro. So that's a non-inertial frame. You're leaving your mark. And
If it's in the same reference frame, I don't think you're leaving the reference frame. So
you're
you're
not in the same reference frame. When you change the speed, like if you're in the non-inertial frame and then you change your speed relative to the non-inertial frame, you've now left the frame. That's why the hot air balloon wouldn't. There'd be no Coriolis with it because it's just be going around with the thing. You know what I'm saying? It has to move. It has to actually move. And once you change your tangential speed to the reference frame, to the non-inertial reference frame, you have Coriolis now. People think like some magical shit happens when the medium rotates with the ground. Like it really doesn't. You still have Coriolis.
yeah, but that's begging the question that the Earth medium is rotating without
Yeah,
it's rotating with.
I hear you. That's a different argument, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother argument.
Yeah,
That's an external critique. When you're
true.
making claims on what happens inside the globe model with Coriolis, that's an internal critique.
See, but I don't think their model really says that. I think that's just these people saying that to win an argument
Saying what?
that the air moves in lockstep with the Earth.
I mean, that's the globe model, bro. Wind. When you have wind, that's any.
I've never learned that until these people are just saying that.
I mean, bro, wind is when it doesn't move in lockstep.
It doesn't. The wind goes every direction.
Yeah, but it's only wind when it's not moving in lock. If it was moving in lockstep, there would be no wind.
When is there no wind?
When the
There's
air is
always
moving in
air.
when it's moving in lockstep with the earth.
There's always air moving, bro.
Come on, you never been outside on one of them days where there's no wind? It's just dead still.
I think that's evidence of a non-moving, non-rotating Earth. Actually, I don't think it's possible for there to be a windless day on a globe that's whipping around. It's one of my favorite primary arguments. No still days on globe Earth, is what I call it.
Elbow in the blender, you have Coriolis, bro. Don't forget. It's there, my man. It's there. Your boy, whoever told you that, it's not your friend.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I don't know. I just don't see how it can.
Bro, just picture it in your mind. You have a marker and you can draw on the bottom of the blender. Right? You're at the center. You want to go to the edge. You move your hand in a straight line, you're at the edge. It'd be straight in the inertial frame, but it'd be curving in the non-inertial frame. That's
So this is
Coriolis.
the issue, right? So this is the problem. When if I'm in a merry-go-round and I let go of the ball, I continue rotating, and the ball, which is now in the what is it, non-inertial, it starts. It just goes because there's nothing pushing against it. Now the difference is if I'm in a blender and I threw the ball, same thing. Let go of the ball, threw the ball, whatever. It's gonna go with the blender. It's not gonna look like it's deviating. It's gonna go with it because everything's going with the blender.
I don't know, bro. The Coriolis effect is there.
When you're pushing it, when you're moving it, sorry, when you're moving something yourself, then it's not Coriolis because it's a apparent deviation because it's even though it's going in a straight line, we're the one moving and it's not moving with us. The problem is,
so you think if you were to throw a ball from the center to the edge, you think both lines would be the same exact line?
say it again.
If you were to throw a ball from the center to the edge, you think both lines would be the same line? There'd be no difference.
In the blender, yes, it will definitely be the same because the liquid or quote unquote the air that is moving with it, the blender, it's pulling it's pulling it with.
Yeah, but if you were viewing it from outside the blender, you would see it going a different path, bro. There's Coriolis there. I'm telling you right now.
Like it wouldn't go a different path. It will go with the blender because the liquid is also moving at the same rate as the blender, and it's just gonna rotate with the blender.
Yeah, but the lines are going to be different though. They're not going to be the same line. One of them's going to be curving, the other one's going to be curving way more, depending on the speeds and the rotation and everything. I'm telling you, bro, the Coriolis is there in your blender, dude. It literally has to be. It'd be physically impossible for it to not be there.
Yo, Jeremy.
That's a shame. He's been waiting that long too. He's been waiting that long to find something he can prove it with.
I've been waiting for evidence, the positive evidence for the flat
I think
Earth.
he's been on Discord longer, honestly.
Still haven't gotten any. I mean, today I don't think so.
Like that's why I specifically joined Discord. Like, was because in 2020 I was finding out about the FB and stuff, and then there was the claim of no physical Earth measurement, and I said, I can't find it on the internet. Maybe someone, I can't find it on YouTube or Google or any of the normal search algorithms. Maybe they'll just I'll happen to run across someone, who'll be able to. But I came on Discord, and 6 years later, still nothing. Like literally zero, zilch, nada.
He's saying in chat you have him blocked. I don't know. Could you hear him? Maybe he thought you couldn't hear him or something.
What did he produce what I asked for, or?
Oh, I think all he gave you was sticks in the ground, right? And assumptions about the sun.
That's not a physical measurement of. That's again an optical measurement. So category error, not the thing I've been looking for 6 years.
Yeah.
That's all right. I've been looking for a working flat Earth map with Australia on it for 10 years. Haven't gotten anywhere yet. Thought I'd throw that out there.
Have you tried mapping the whole Earth yet?
No, other people have though. Actually, I've more been waiting 6 years to work out how the stars go on a flat Earth. But anyway.
Well, it took you guys 5,000 years, so give us a little time.
But you've had 5,000 years. I thought the Earth was only deemed to be a globe a couple hundred years ago, so you've already had way more time.
Sorry, 2,300 years. I was incorrect, not 5,000. You've had 2,300 years, and your thing has a bunch of holes in it. And so give us 2,000 years, and I think we got you.
You have had 2,000 years.
No. You've had 2,000 years, and all the greatest empires and industries backing you with R&D money. That's not what we've had.
So you think for the last 2,000 years we've known that Earth was a globe?
According to this site, the Greeks first formulated this hypothesis, and Ptolemy and all that 2,300 years ago. So you've had 2,300 years we've had maybe like 10. So
because in that 2,300 years, you haven't agreed that it's a globe, so you've had that same time as well. Oh, you mean the mainstream?
yeah, so you're gonna have to give us 2,000 years, all major universities, all major R&D funding institutions, backing of all major empires for the next 2,000 years, and then for sure, we got you troubles about no problem. If you can provide us with that, we'll get you. We'll get you that ASAP, and as soon as possible, being 2,000 years.
Oh, well, I guess the next 2,000 years, you're not going to have a flat Earth map.
I'd hope it'd be a
Yeah,
bit
well, that's
sooner
what the
than
Greek.
that.
That's what the Greek said. That's what the Greek said. You know, I mean, we actually do have models. We have Shane's model. You know,
Yeah, you have
we
two
have
different models.
multiple. We have multiple models.
Which all
Actually,
contradict each other. They all contradict each other, where none of you can pick the same one.
yeah, well, your guy Newtonian, Ptolemaic, and Einsteinian all contradict each other too. So that's an inconsistent
Apparently
argument from you.
Apparently only flat earthers think that.
No, that's the main. Well, you just don't. You're just ignorant, actually.
No,
That's just not true.
Against what they think. That's not what they think. They don't think that one update.
That is what the people who created
the
the paradigm think. That's what the people who created the paradigm think.
That's what you claim that they say, but that's not what they say.
It is directly what they say.
It's not. It's not if you hear. You go say that to McToon. He won't agree with you.
Yeah, but McToon is wrong. McToon doesn't even understand gravity.
But the rest of them don't say that. So
McToon's not like a guy to appeal to. Actually, like, appeal to McToon fallacy.
well, you're the one that said all the globers will say that, but they don't. None of them say that.
Sorry, all the head scientist globers who tell you and McToon what to believe, not you low-level scum in the Discord channels. No, not you guys.
No, they don't believe it either. You just want them to. It's just part of your
Oh,
record.
yes, they do. It says it right there in their textbooks, actually.
What kind of fallacy would that be called? Appealing to textbook?
Oh, well, if it's about her textbooks, then it's not appealing to textbook, right? Like if we're talking about the content of said textbook, maybe you're not tracking.
It's much more egregious to have contradictions in things that are being told by like mainstream education and stuff to be true, rather than some people on the internet who don't think the Earth's a globe who don't agree. Those are very different things.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that a lot of people are still arguing within mainstream academia, but from different compartment to different compartment. Like I was taught, oh, that's chemistry, and then I learned from a kid, that's not chemistry. And it's like, what the hell's going on here? Working on communicating with a metallo-ion chemist, and yeah, we had to agree upon basis of which to use what words meant what during our discussions with each other, because how words and phrases mean different things from physics to chemistry, not to mention within physics itself and chemistry itself, you got so many different types of chemistry, including theoretical, like physics, theoretical. But yeah, it's really interesting, recognizing that and having to reevaluate the way we communicate.
All right, I'm just going to enlighten or edify the chat, because some people just don't understand the globe model, or sorry, the various globe models. So here are some irreconcilable differences between Newtonian and Einsteinian paradigm. Newtonian has absolute space. Einsteinian has space-time that is relational and dynamic. These are irreconcilable. They completely contradict each other. Second on the list, universal in Newtonian worldview, universal time flows equally everywhere. In Einstein's worldview, time is relative to motion and gravity. Thus, it does not universally flow equally everywhere. Incompatible, irreconcilable. Here we go. In Newton's worldview, gravity is a force acting at a distance. In Einstein's worldview, gravity is the curvature of space-time. Irreconcilable. In Newtonian's worldview, please be quiet. In Newtonian's worldview, simultaneity is absolute, i.e., if two things happen at the same time, they happen at the same time. In Einstein's worldview, simultaneity depends on the observer. So if you're a different observer, two things may not happen simultaneously, while as to another observer they could. Completely irreconcilable.
Oh my
Where are you
God.
getting this info from?
Please
Where are
be,
you
please
getting
be
this
quiet.
info
Please
from?
be
No,
quiet,
he doesn't
ma'am.
understand.
No, I'm out of curiosity. Where are you getting the info from?
Please be
Why can't
quiet,
I ask
ma'am.
that?
Please be quiet, ma'am.
No, answer my
understand you
question.
can drive.
Please be quiet, ma'am. I
He
have
doesn't
three more things
he's
left on
got
the
me
list.
muted, so I can't.
In
I'm
Newtonian's
trying-
worldview, space and
going-
time are separate entities.
Unmute NASA and you'll get
In
the answers.
in
No, you
you don't
can't
want to
stop,
hear.
though.
and please be
Try not to talk
can I get
over
a
it. Tough.
can I get a moderator in here?
Also.
I'm being completely and absolutely funded muted.
Look
Okay,
who's
so
talking about being
hey,
fuzzy
can I get a
muted.
moderator?
Yeah,
Gio.
I mean, I don't think he has
I
you
just
muted,
answered the
NASA Shill.
question.
So can you just? I don't think he has NASA Shill muted because he was
I'm just
talking
reading out my
before.
list. I only have
Can
three
you
more
guys
left.
just
It would have been
let
done
him
by now.
finish? Yeah, can you just?
Yeah, they're completely clipping and interrupting. I would have been finished by now. Okay. In Newton's worldview, space and time are separate entities. In Einstein's worldview, space and time are a unified entity, completely irreconcilable. And Newton's geometry of space is fixed and flat. Einstein's geometry of space is curved and can change. Completely contradictory, completely irreconcilable. In Newton's worldview, information transfer can effectively be instantaneous in gravity, i.e., gravity is felt instantaneously between bodies. In Einstein's worldview, nothing propagates faster than the speed of light. Completely
So you just want to
contradictory,
lecture. You don't want to have a
completely
conversation.
irreconcilable.
Are you done yet?
That is a complete list of things. Well, I don't know about a complete list. That is an exhaustive list of things between the paradigms that are irreconcilable. And
According to
so yeah,
who?
people claiming that it's not the case are just ignorant of their own worldview.
Incorrect again.
According to
Because
who?
you can derive Newton from Einstein.
So there you go. You're wrong. If you even actually could hear him.
I just
What I
want to
said
know.
still stands. The list of 10 things that are completely irreconcilable between the paradigms still stands
Incorrect
and have not
again.
been debunked because this is the mainstream claim. Thank you.
I love that you're too
Incorrect
gutless
again
to tell us where
because
you
you
get the
can.
info from.
Incorrect
You
again
did it on
because
Google, ma'am. Sorry, I was
he's
just
got me
being
muted.
completely and utterly interrupted before I could answer your question.
He's got me muted because he cannot do this and talk over me all the time, or else he's just talking over me like it's like a tool.
I guess that would be a practiced art form. I have no clue.
For everybody
this is
else
what you
except
gotta
for McDoon here, you can derive Newton from Einstein, so they're not incompatible.
That's why he wouldn't tell me where he was getting the info from.
I just told you, lying woman, liar.
Liar. You're a
He
liar.
said he Googled it. This is what he said.
Okay. Then how come science doesn't agree with you? Could it be that
Yeah,
Google
you're cooked.
doesn't get
You're
everything
cooked.
right?
You're cooked. You're
No.
done. You've not actually refuted any of the 10 things that I listed. You're done. Your argument's over.
Someone else tell him.
NASA
Thank you.
shielded.
Goodbye.
NASA
Oh,
shielded, but you've
He's
got
got
him
me
muted, so
muted.
you didn't hear it.
So tell him that you can derive.
None of the
Newton
10 things I
from
said were at
You
all
can derive
debunked, and
Newtonian
you're
from
done.
Einsteinian. There you go. You're done. That was easy.
That was not actually a debunk. You just lack the mind
It's
power to
total
understand
debunk.
that.
The total and complete debunk.
Yeah, total and complete debunk.
No, you're done. The 10 things I listed have not been refuted specifically.
They have been because you can
I listed 10
derive
very specific things, none of
Newtonian
which
laws
have been refuted.
from Einsteinian laws.
So keep your little delusion of flat Earth alive.
It has nothing to do with FE and everything to do with your own paradigm, which is actually two paradigms that contradict each other in 10 specific ways, which you have not refuted, but have just grandstood over.
Oh, I got.
And yet somehow you haven't been able to use this information to convince the world that the Earth is flat. Amazing.
Non-argument, you're cooked.
Is that your goal, Trouble About, to convince the whole world of something? Is that the goal or something for you?
No, it's your goal. It's the goal of flat Earth.
Who said that?
So what? Flat Earth is just for some little secret group. It's not for the world.
No, I'm just saying, who said they want to convince the whole world?
I didn't say that. Oh, I said that you guys want to. Well, you are trying to. That's what you're trying to do.
Oh, who said they're
Yeah,
trying to do that?
So Trouble's About made a claim that they're the same. I showed 10 different examples of how they're completely irreconcilable. She made no attempt to argue against any of the 10 things and just went on to use tactics, essentially time wasting. So she's
NASA
cooked.
Shill, I used what NASA Shill said. He said that one can be derived from the other, and that
That doesn't
what you're
debunk
saying.
any of the 10 things I said.
You said they were completely different, and yet they can be one can be derived from the
I
other.
listed
so-
10. I listed 10 things that are completely irreconcilable between the two paradigms. You have not even steelmanned one of them, let alone debunked one of them. You're cooked.
Okay.
Cooking pretty good tonight, I hear.
What up, Redman?
I still stay in the shadows. Listen, what's up, bro?
Anybody run over your lawn lately?
Nah, the lawn is still flat. It is what it is.
Yep. Yep.
The wonder is, why is everybody such in a tizzy? Shoot, I look at my lawn, shoot, kind of getting it right. Everybody still worried about everybody else, what they're doing with their lives.
They even want other people to give them maps.
hmm
They're just hoping someone on the internet has a map for them.
Yeah, it sounds good. The bigger question is, if you already figured it out, why would you worry about anybody else about what they're thinking?
That's an excellent question.
I have no care about what anybody else is thinking about what this thing is. I wouldn't waste my time. Think about how much fight you put to that.
Trying to figure out what's it going to change in everyday life for me and the ones I care about and everybody else.
No, think about it. I'll think about it in third person. Shoot, what's going to get out there to the airways to somebody else? If you're worried about that, you're wasting your time.
Well, there has to be
I
a
know what
reason
it is.
why the ballers would keep on coming into servers like this, right? There has to be a reason. There's got to be like some doubt in their mind, even though maybe they don't want to admit it, but there has to be a reason, right? Like, I know Bigfoot doesn't exist, right? I'm not in Bigfoot servers trying to convince them that, right?
No, but if you thought Bigfoot might exist, you might go in there. If you thought it might,
Exactly.
and you wanted to kind of see what's up. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's Bigfoot, of course there's a Bigfoot server.
Like I was listening before, I couldn't talk when Trouble About asked about the stars and that. Trouble About, have you ever heard of the Antikythera mechanism?
She ran away because. Oh no, wait, she's back.
Oh, she's here.
I'm sorry. I thought I seen her left for a second.
So the Antikythera mechanism is over 2,000 years old. It's an ancient Greek. Some say a computer, a mechanical computer. Yep, Geo just posted it. And yeah, they used that to predict where the planets were, the phases of the moon, eclipses. So yeah, I mean, it's like a big reoccurring system in the sky. It's like a clock.
Look at that
So
one. I
what
just
does it
posted. It's got the two rotations, the figure 8. I just posted the replica. See on the back rim? It has the two rotations.
What does it use to explain the lunar eclipses?
It's a gear system, as you can see. The one Geo posted there, it's just a basic a sequence of gears, and they would turn the knob, and it would tell them the different phases of the moon and the eclipses.
But it doesn't explain why an eclipse happens. Okay, I get it.
Well, if you look at
I
the
mean,
diagram,
why?
if you look at the diagram I just posted, it shows how the gears show the cyclical, the Saros cycle, the eclipse cycles, because all you really need to the sun and the moon, new moon, full moon, and then the lunar nodes, and when they line up.
So a lunar node makes the moon go into an eclipse. So why doesn't it do that to stars when they pass through the lunar node? I mean, it's a pretty big area of the sky if it's able to affect the moon. So surely stars would pass through that area and it would affect them. But I don't think anyone sees that, do they?
I didn't pick up on what you said. I'm trying to follow you.
Do you know about the nodes? These nodal places in the sky that create the lunar eclipse? Because you can't have an object in front of it on the flat Earth. You can't have the sun. The Earth creating the shadow on a lunar eclipse. That's what it is in the globe Earth version. But you can't have the Earth creating a shadow on the moon in the flat Earth version because they're both in the sky. So they say there's this nodal area, this node, where the moon passes through, and that's what creates the lunar eclipse.
Thank you.
And I was thinking, if that's true, then there's a patch in the sky that sends the sky all funky. But when the stars go through it, they don't go funky.
I just posted 9 reoccurring Saros cycles, and I posted another chart for you if you want to look at. Trouble about.
What's a Saros cycle?
A Saros cycle is a repeating pattern of the moon.
Okay.
So they were very observant, and they figured it out. They figured out that these things happen over and over and over with minor changes, and they wrote it all down, and they made a machine that can predict.
Yeah, can't tell them
Over
why there's a
2000.
lunar eclipse. So
Sorry?
I'm sure it would map on either version, the flat Earth or the globe version.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just saying that
What?
they did it.
Well, it has to be
Thinking
more
that
than two. Sorry.
they're thinking that Earth was at the center, and I'm sure they didn't think it was a globe. But go ahead.
I was going to say it has to be less than 2,000 years ago, because apparently that's when we decided Earth was a globe, and before that they thought it was flat.
Well, they traced this Antikythera mechanism, I believe, to 200 thereabouts. So,
But yeah, I don't see why it couldn't be mapped on either version.
well, that's the whole point. Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, they mapped it thinking the Earth was flat, and today we do it thinking the Earth is a globe, or they do it, right? But I'm just showing you proof that way back when, because you said, well, how what's happening up in the sky and that. And I thought I'd bring that to your attention.
Well, just the guy before was saying that the globe's been able to have its model for 2,000 years. So I was just thinking, well, they must have done this a long time ago then. That was all.
Well, this notion that
But I
the
mean,
globe was around for
let's
that
see.
long, I mean, the ancient Greeks, there was like a certain group that thought of that. It wasn't like a widespread notion. If you were to tell people back then the Earth was a globe, they think you're crazy, So
No, I know
it
I've
was
got my
like a certain
great-grandmother's
cult.
memoirs, and she says that when her grandfather came over to Australia, one of them thought it was flat, thought he was going to sail off the edge with scared shitless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So I know
exactly.
that
It's a thing.
a lot of citizens didn't know that the Earth was a globe back then.
Yeah, most of the cultures back then, as we have a reference to their depiction of it, they were all it was all flat with like a dome over it.
Till they came to Australia, and that ruined that map.
Did they fall off the edge?
No, but they found a South Pole, and, and the latitude line's getting smaller and smaller, or longitude, whichever one it is, latitude.
Hmm?
They created a map after being here. They were able to map the last of the unknown world,
The ground or the sky?
the ground.
Hmm. So how do you see the top of the ground to map it out?
I don't know. How did you map out where you live?
I'm asking you what they did.
I don't
You're
know.
confident what you said. All right.
Is this the first
All,
time you
all
heard
I,
of this Antikythera mechanism?
No.
Okay.
Just look back up, see if there's any results from the DNA of the remains that were found there. And I still can't find anything.
I mean, I don't think they had computers in the past, but I think they were a lot more advanced than we give them credit for.
yeah, well, I think they coined it better in the sky versus far better than the ground because they got this shit on clockwork.
Because that's what you see it doing. No one has to do anything
Well,
magic to make it happen. You just see it and you record it.
that's
Not that
right.
hard.
So
Then
the
you
sky's
become
been more
familiar.
accurate
Yeah.
than the damn ground that you coined.
Well, the celestial sphere proves that the sky is a globe, and you can really only have a globe underneath a spherical sky.
Or make it what you want it to be.
No, I didn't make the stars in the south rotate around Sigma Octantis and not Polaris. I haven't made that do anything.
Give you a thought process or something just to even think about. And if you go out every night and look at the stars, and just look up. If the stars are following the same pattern, then you know, I mean, what could be
I have
going on?
I have 73 star trails from Australia. I know exactly what the stars are doing above my head.
Okay.
I've got footage of it.
They're staying on the same
Yeah.
celestial sphere, which is rotating the same predictable way for the past 5,000 years.
Yeah, two of them, two celestial poles, one at the north and one at the south. You can clearly see them in the star.
I just see North Pole from Australia.
No, but I can see the top of your curve because I'm close to the celestial equator, so I can see the top of the northern celestial sphere.
Whoa.
And
There's
all of
something
the
got to be
southern
studied here.
celestial sphere.
We have a dual pole shill coming through.
Whoa. Let her talk. I like to hear this.
Nah, bro, someone else is trying to come through.
Say what you just said.
Me,
Yes, you.
I can see the southern celestial pole, and I can see the top of the northern celestial sphere, like their star rotation, whatever that's called.
So you cannot see the North Pole. Oh, as
No.
the opponent.
No, I can't see Polaris. I've never seen Polaris. I can see the Southern Cross, which goes around Sigma Octantis. And like, I didn't do anything magic to make that happen. It just does it.
That's right. It just does it.
Yeah, I'm not misinterpreting, and that can only happen inside a ball. You can have two
Okay.
celestial poles rotating.
I can make two
opposite
celestial
sides.
poles on my fat, flat TV right now. What are you talking about?
Won't match the movement of the sky.
Yes, it will. Exactly. Are you fucking kidding
You
me?
can only you just
No, because they
gotta
touch
let
all the way along the
they
celestial
see.
equator, and two circles side by side are only going to touch on one point.
No, they're gonna touch on all
Goodness
points.
gracious.
I have two
No,
poles.
they're
I'm gonna
not.
have two poles on my flat TV, projected right on my flat TV. I'm gonna watch it all day.
They won't be touching all the way around. You'll end up with a straight line in the celestial equator, as if you're Pac-Man.
You don't get to see all. You don't get to see all the way around though. You only get to see your hemisphere.
Yeah, but when you put all three of them together, Australia, South Africa, South America, then we get the whole sky.
Oh well, you know, if
And
I
we
have
can
three
see
different
that
TV screens, if I use three different TV screens, they're all flat. I can get three different angles of the celestial sphere like you.
it won't match the sky because you're only seeing a portion of it. You won't.
Yes, it will. You ever taken a picture
No,
of the
because
sky?
in the
It's a flat
sky,
screen.
in the sky, the celestial equator touches all the way around. On your flat screen, it won't.
No, it doesn't. You only have one hemisphere of vision.
You
You
can
don't see all the way around. You only see half of a hemisphere.
You
You only
can
see
when you
half of a
take
sphere.
three
It's called a
people.
hemisphere.
When you take three people around the world and you get them to film it together, you can see all of it.
Oh yeah. Well, if I have three television screens, I can show you three different angles.
Okay, fine. You can pretend that you can't. Okay, that's fine with me.
No, I know
No,
that I can.
in
It's not
a
pretend.
lot of ways, you can't speak about somebody else's experience, what they see. So that's what I
Yes,
was
I can.
just trying to
Unless they're
hear.
a
Hold
madman.
up,
Unless they're
We've got to
crazy and they
record
don't
it.
see reality the
Madman.
same way.
We've got to record it.
Stop talking.
You know, if you and
Stop
me
talking.
see like a rhino and then you say it's not a rhino, I can just declare you're crazy.
All
Or
I'm
maybe
just
I'm
speaking
crazy.
about, all I'm just speaking about is just hearing somebody else's point of view. And just
Everyone
hold
can hear
tight.
what you're saying. They can see what
I
you're
mean,
doing and see the bullshit you're trying to pull.
Me?
No, him.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'll let you speak. Only you can speak for your point of view, what you see. That's it. I'm not being rude.
No, and the southern celestial pole's not debated. It used to be, but it's not anymore. Everybody knows it's there. It's not a secret.
No, I got to go take a trip for myself. Now I'll see what I can see.
Well, I have to believe you that there's a northern one.
Really?
Well, you have to. Well, if you say there's one, I mean, I've never seen it, but everybody
Okay.
you speak to says that Polaris exists and stars go around it.
Well, I had
And I don't know
in my
why all of
backyard.
you would be lying. It's just a few too many people say that's a lie. Just so I assume it's real.
No, I had another round of trees cut down in my backyard. And I could perfectly see Polaris with no issues.
I can see the Southern Cross and Sigma Octantis. And the celestial equator practically goes over my head, which is where all the planets are.
You got you got a star map in your phone app?
Yeah, on my laptop, yeah. iPad.
Okay.
And I
You
got a
can get
P900
on your
camera.
phone just as well.
Yeah, I do it all on a P900 camera.
I got something better for you. You just even think about it.
Okay.
In the daytime, put your star map up.
I
You're not
have,
gonna
and
see stars.
I found Venus, and I was able to film it and I found it from the star chart. That's a little
Yeah,
bit
in
odd
the
during the day
daytime.
on a flat Earth. All the stars were rotating around Polaris. Like, why can't I see Venus in the middle of the day?
No,
It's
no,
not
that's
all.
what. Goodness gracious! Can I just have this conversation, bro?
Okay, I didn't know it was like a date or something.
This ain't no date, chump. So just think
You
about it
just
like
called me a
this.
chump? What are we in the 50s?
Okay, so like I said, if you just pull up your star chat, your stargazer or whatever you put on your phone, the stars will still show up in the sky when you can't see them. It'll still
Mhm.
pull them up.
Yeah, so
I can turn around in my backyard in the daytime, and it'll still show where Polaris is.
yeah.
That's what make it weird for me.
Well, that's
That's
because it's a
where.
computer program,
Well, okay. So
and they've got it
go
to
ahead.
match. They've got it to match what people see.
But if you can't see, then why would even pull it up? Why even pull it up if this thing's rotating?
Because the people at nighttime want to know what other stars there are, just because they can't see them. Want to know where everything is when you're having a look at one of these star chart things.
Good question.
It's
But like I said,
obviously
go do it. Go do it with Venus. Get it on the star chart, and then go look in the sky. You'll find Venus in the daytime. I did it at midday.
Spooky thing is, the only thing that moves in the sky on those maps is the sun, but the stars stay in the same spot.
No, they don't. They move
Okay.
a degree every night.
I'm not
So
saying
you have a
night.
look at the
I
Big
mean,
Dipper. It won't be in the same place. You go 6 months later, it won't be in the same place in the sky.
that's fine. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, if you look at it in the daytime, the stuff is still in the sky, roughly in a general area in the same spot. For me, I can't say on your terms.
Yeah, it matches pretty much. Depends on whether you zoomed in and out on the app or not. You can make them move a little bit where they would be in
Yeah,
the sky.
yeah.
It's hard to
Give or
get it on
take.
a 1-to-1 ratio, so you can actually find the exact spot where that star's meant to be.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, a lot of times I look at it in the daytime, and it still show what the stars are in the sky, or whatever is in the sky. The sun just to look at, something to think about. That's all I say.
Okay.
But shoot, man, I got to get up early in the morning. Y'all have a great night. SE.
Okay, sleep well.
Oh, I'm definitely
What
gonna
up? What up,
sleep
bro?
well. Hey, SE, you skate. You stay skating on that dog. On that not on the dog on the skateboard.
You
Have a
got
good
it,
night.
brother. Have a good night and take care of that lawn. Don't be letting any mailmen run over your lawn, bro.
No, it's Amazon. Amazon, they ass. Good night, y'all.
Night, bro.
I see. Was part of your point about the Antikythera mechanism is that they did not think Earth was a globe, yet they built a computer that very accurately mapped the sky, so that you don't need a globe to do that, to understand the sky, to map it, to make a computer system. Was that part of what your point was with that?
Yes, indeed. That was exactly it. Yep.
Yeah, because lots of things work on both models, and even the concave and all the other various models there are.
So you don't need a globe to map the sky. You agree with that?
No, but once you map the sky, it's going to make a globe. That's why it's called the celestial sphere. Would you agree with that?
You can only conceptually put it into a sphere, because what it actually is hemispherical dome regions of sky. But you can conceptually put them together into one, like in a computer system or something, if you want.
Well, hemisphere is half a dome. I mean, it's a dome. It's half a ball. That's what it means. You put two of them together. I don't know what shape you're making, but I'm not making a cube. But you guys don't agree that the shape of the sky proves the shape of the ground, so it doesn't really matter.
I think anyone of reason would agree that two shapes next to each other, the first shape is not determined by the shape of the second.
trouble about. Have you looked into rogue stars at all? And if so, what's your take on that?
Rogue star. Oh, hang on, my phone's calling. Ringing. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about that. Back now. So, did you ask what do I think of rogue stars? I don't really know a lot about them. I don't know a lot about stars. I just did star trails.
Okay.
I only know
Yeah,
about
it's
the
just,
movement.
to me, it's amazing because it doesn't fit the what I was taught in astronomy, and it's like a lot of stuff. You know, we keep learning and learning. We obviously have a lot to learn.
Yeah, they're basically just wandering stars. There's a lot more wandering stars than just what they call the planets.
I mean, I think it's freaky that we see stars, but then when you zoom in on them, they turn into a planet. It's like, what the fuck? So I don't know what all the other stars are that you can't, they're just a light in the sky. I don't have telescopes or any of that shit.
A planet is just a wandering star. I seen a geo, and then when I zoomed in on it, it was just a wandering geo, kind of like a non-point.
A wandering Geo, a wandering Noah, just out in space.
Yeah, I seen him. I zoomed on him, and it was just him wandering. Like, yeah, but it would just still be him, regardless of his wandering status. Like,
Planet. Yep.
fucking
Those are
hell,
interesting as well. Yeah.
fucking hell.